Hi, this is James Shug with Westpac London's lunchtime report for Monday, March the 11th. Commitments this afternoon mean that won't be able to do a report later on today, but there's no US data on the schedule, so I'll give you an update as markets stand at the moment. It's just coming up to 1 o'clock in the London afternoon on a very snowy day. The European session started with losses from right from the get-go, with the Italian sovereign downgrade by Fitch at the weekend, and also disappointing Chinese economic data weighing against sentiment. There was some news out of Germany and France. German exports rose 1.4% in January. That followed a 0.2% rise in December, revised from a fall. So December and January, the first back-to-back monthly gains in exports since the first quarter of 2012. So it adds to the sense that the German economy might be bouncing out of that slump that we saw in GDP at the end of the fourth quarter. Partial data so far suggests that there will be a slight growth in the first quarter for Germany. Not so for France though. I mean, French industrial production was down 1.2% in January. That's its fourth fall in 5 months. The annual pace of decline there is 3.5%. That compares to German industrial production figures which we had last week, which show an annual pace of decline of 1.3%. So a real sort of differential opening up there between Germany and France. Now, the French economy shrank in the fourth quarter by 0.3%. It looks like it's probably going to shrink again in the first quarter. So France back in recession, Germany we think probably avoiding one. Overall Euroland probably flat in the first quarter, maybe a slight negative. So the 5-quarter long European recession certainly not showing any signs yet of any significant bounce, even if Germany does a bit better. And that was it for the data flow today. As I say, no US data on the schedule. So at London lunchtime, we've got the FTSE up 0.2 of 1%, but the French market down 0.25%. The Germans are down 0.2%. Spain's off 1.1%, and the Italian market down around 0.75%. And the futures imply a very slight loss at the moment when the Dow opens in about an hour and a half's time. On commodity markets, modest losses to report. The copper price down 0.5%. Oil prices down 0.2 of 1% at $91.76 a barrel. And the gold price is pretty much unchanged at $1,575 an ounce. The Aussie dollar's crept a little bit higher. It's at 1.023 at the moment. It was down around 1.02 earlier in the evening during the Asian session. We've got our friends at the National Australia Bank putting out their business survey Tuesday Australian time. But other than that, that's about it for the report for today. I'll be back again tomorrow, but then Wednesday and Thursday there won't be reports because I'll be travelling in Europe. So tomorrow and then Friday will be the next one after that. Okay, that's all for now.